The Spain Emergency Services have issued an earthquake warning for the following areas. Canary Islands. An hour ago at 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time +1, at La Palma volcano, there was an eruption that caused the mountain and rocks to fall into the ocean, triggering a tsunami 1,000 meters high. The tsunami will not impact Spain itself, but only the Canary Islands in the Americas. If you are on the island, find a boat immediately and go east until you reach mainland Spain. This has been an emergency service message.
Thought it. This is life and death. This is dangerous. Real dangerous.
The thought crossed our mind that, hey, we might not get out of this one.
Back in Spencer, Nebraska, Scott Angel gets the news of the dam break and heads out to check on his 71-year-old brother, Kenny, who lives in the valley downstream from the dam. He knows Kenny's wife is out of town and his brother is home alone.
When I got to the bottom of the hill, I realized that the house was completely gone.
National Weather Service has issued a tsunami warning for the coastal area.
The states of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maine, eastern Vermont, eastern New York, eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, southeast West Virginia, eastern Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, extreme South Kentucky, southwest Tennessee, most of Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, extreme southwest Arkansas, northern Ohio, and extreme southeast Texas. If you live in any of these areas, evacuate now. If you have a car, gather your family, pets, and essential belongings and drive north or east away from the tsunami and rising waters. Rivers will become swollen from the tsunami, especially near the Gulf of Mexico. There isn't much information on the tidal wave, but it's an estimated 750 to 1,000 meters high. If you do not have a car, go to a neighbor or wait at a bus stop, train station, or a taxi stand for a ride to escape. The flood will be arriving within an hour or two, so there is time to evacuate as it is traveling at 600 miles per hour. More information will be coming momentarily, so stay tuned to local stations for more information.
You think you won? 20 years from now, you're gonna look in the mirror, and the chick staring back at you, she's the one they'll be calling shitty boss.
With you.
The National Weather Service in Providence has officially issued a tsunami warning for all of the east coast of the United States, including islands. We now know it is 1,200 meters high, or about 4,000 feet high. Evacuate immediately. It is expected to be first arriving on land at 2:15 to 2:30 p.m. If you are still watching this or listening to this on a radio, evacuate. If you stay where you are, you could either drown, catch hypothermia from the cold water, get electrocuted, the pressure from the wave injures or kills you, or a large object like a house or downed tree crushes you to death. Speed limits have been temporarily removed so you can drive 150 miles per hour so you can outrun the wave and not get stuck in traffic. Most of I-95 and I-75 are jammed, so take back roads or ride a train. Do not pick up family from hospitals or nursing homes, as they have their own plans or already left. Do not use boats as the seas are up and will sink your raft. If you don't think you will outrun the tsunami, travel as far as you can and bring a life jacket and backpack of supplies with you. If you don't have a life jacket, take one from a tackle and bait shop or too bad. More information will be coming sometime around 2 p.m. The staff at WLVI 56 TV station will now be evacuating, so if you are driving, switch to radio for emergency messages. Amy, did you pack all of the supplies? All right, I'll be getting downstairs so we can go to the Purple Line train station in a minute. I'm grabbing my favorite coffee cup. All right, viewers, we'll see you on the radio as we will transmit from there on the train. Tune to Coast 93.3 FM or 94.4 FM on AM radio. Go to frequency 1000. See you in a moment.
Coast 93.3 is WSNE FM. WSNE HD1 Taunton, Providence.
Throwbacks and hits from the 90s, 2000s, and today. Coast 93.3.
Catastrophic danger warning. Details will follow. Last chance to evacuate. Find the nearest vehicle and travel as fast as you possibly can down the highways and roads. This historical catastrophic tsunami is expected to go as much as 500 to 1,000 feet inland. What we heard from Nova Scotia News in Canada is that the waves depleted to 2,500 feet high as waves are already impacting locations in Canada and Maine. The wave is about 15 miles away from shore, so either you carry this radio and run as fast as you physically can in the opposite direction, or just run towards the tsunami as there is no other option. Wait 1 second, is that the tsunami traveling down the Hudson River? The tsunami has just now hit Cape Cod. We will get back to you as soon as we can. We need to outride this monstrous wave. This is Tom, the alert guy, trying to survive for his life.
You are watching KWGN, the CW2 Denver, Colorado. Wait, what are you guys doing inside of our news studio?
Our station, WLVI, the CW56 got destroyed by the East Coast tsunami, so we want our jobs back. I'm the best emergency alert person in all the states of America. Now let us do our report. The primary entry point system has issued an administrative message. Dear Americans, the East Coast tsunami that destroyed the states named earlier on the East Coast were destroyed yesterday afternoon. Over 118 million people have been displaced, which is 1/3 of the population. We will do our best as a country to rebuild the areas that will recede. However, some areas might be permanently flooded, such as Cape Cod, Long Island, Rhode Island, New Jersey, most of the coastal cities, and southern Florida. We will build new houses and apartments in the Midwest to house displaced Americans. At this time, there isn't much information on casualties, but we know that over 75% of residents evacuated. Hold on, the president wants to speak. I'll be back in a moment.
My fellow Americans, This presidential speech is about the recent devastating tsunami wave that destroyed nearly all of the eastern seaboard. How we will recover from this is inventing a new technology to put in active volcanoes that cools them down so it can't cause a quadrillion-dollar disaster like this. Yes, the total damage is about 1.41 quadrillion US dollars. We will rebuild homes, businesses, economies, and Western society. I will also fund a new sea key wall on both coasts including the Great Lakes to prevent a future tsunami. Since the cost is so high that it can't even be paid with all the money in the world, we have to print that much money to give it to the repair services and displaced residents so we can temporarily rebuild for the next 20 years. Life must go on and we must rebuild as a society as we survived just as powerful disasters for centuries. Some statistics we received are that 90% of residents evacuated, 4% were unable to evacuate, and 3% refused to evacuate as they thought it couldn't be survived or thought it was a scheme to crash the economy. 106 million survived while the other 12 million perished. For those who survived, your lives will go back to normal no matter what. We will do our best. I will now redirect the channels and stations to regular programming.
That was an announcement from the President of the United States. Thank you for listening to this station and congratulations to all of the people that successfully evacuated without getting swept away. I even heard a story earlier today that someone's neighbor was behind them on a highway and their car was swept away by the wave. Some people cannot return home as there is literally no home to go home to. This is the greatest natural disaster in American history, 100 times worse than the Japan tsunami of March 2011 from a 9.1 earthquake. Apparently, this wave was so powerful that it blew up many gas stations and electrical transformers, making the damage even more worse. If you have any important information about the tsunami experience, go to newenglandtsunami.com. In a few years, the Weather Channel will be doing a documentary on the great disaster. This has been an administrative message. We will now return to regular programming.